What's up, guys? How are you? I'm back. It's me, He-Bot, and welcome to another episode of Collectibles in My Closet. And as you see here, we have the third and final figure from the Tamashii Nation's Bandai Gundam Universe Wave 2 Gundam series. And I gotta tell you right off the bat, this is by far the strongest piece of the second wave. And if this is any indication of how much they've improved to this point with just the sixth figure in the line, if every figure from this point forward has the type of range and quality and pretty much perfection in its build the way that this one is, then I think this line is going to be safe and it will last for a very long time. This type of figure right here just proves that you don't even have to worry about going out and getting the higher end version of these figs or of these mechs, right? Interpretation of these mechs that are more premium priced because they can definitely fit the bill on your collection and as a display piece on your adult collection display because of the fact that they're doing so much right at this point. The only thing I can tell you that's not right with these figures would be adding more lining, like scratch marks like from battles, or maybe a little bit dirt like from the dirt in the ground, or smoke stains from bombs and missiles that attack them. So here's the display box again for this one, and here is the promotional shot and face here in the nice grayish black. Here is a anime shot of the character, which in this case it's the Gundam Deathscythe or Deathscythe. I think it's Scythe, but if I'm wrong, please correct me. And he is Gundam Universe number 06, meaning he's the sixth figure in this wave, or in this series as a whole, from Wave 2. Then obviously the Tamashii Nation label and seal of authenticity and quality, plus the Tamashii Nation regular label sealed here, as you see, and Bandai here. Then you turn it to the side. We got GU1 again, Gundam Universe or Gundam Deathscythe, and his number is XXXG-01, and I believe that's a D. So we turn it around the other side, and this is a promotional shot of the actual figure with the silhouette in the back of his pencil-lined version of it. The Gundam Universe, symbol on the top, GU16. The top we have Gundam Universe again. The writing in Japanese, ages up to 15 and up, with the windows on the top. Then we turn it around. We have a promotional shot of the figure there in pose and position, and then we have a super higher quality promotional shot of the figure there, with obviously special effects like laser beam lights looking like it's coming out, explosions in the back, making it look like he's actually in battle in this 3D mock-up. Pictures of the articulation that are available to give you an idea of how you can move them. It says action and articulation, and then the same bios on continuing bio of all of them, explaining the origins and the year where Gundam first started and came from. And here are the two other promotional shots which I've reviewed already on my channel, which is the Unicorn Zap Banshee 02, or the Gundam 02 Banshee, and then Gundam Barbados. Gundam online website, some of the social media stuff, distributed by Blue Flame, which is out of California, a store that specifies in Japanese collectibles and anime collectibles, Bandai Namco. And of course over here where it says again for out of reach of children under the age of 15 or lower or beneath. So again, this is a teenage to adult collectible line for children or adult and teenagers over the age of 15. This is not intended for children due to hazardous stuff that are here and pieces that could harm any children under that age without supervision, of course. So let's get to it. Let's check out his accessory. So for his accessories, we'll start off with his second set of hands that he brings. He brings 2 and 4 hands all together in total. Here you go. Here is the fisted one and a closed open range one where you can hold his weapons in a nice matte gray finish. Then you have his backpack thruster, which is all done in a nice light gray plastic with black paintings there on the back and gray, darker gray on the thruster, which again I said I would like to see looking really, authentic. Like I said before, I would like to see if I can paint them in a silver color to match more the aesthetics of like this, scythe bar blade. As you see, it's in a nice silver sheen metal. I don't know if I can do it. Let me see. I think it's because of the. Okay, there you go. There is nice sheen silver metal. It's pretty nice length. Goes to the top with this clip here, and then you clip on this hinge at this end, and you see that it has a really nice metallic, almost neon green with the sheen and glitter effect in the actual paint. I think it's going light to dark because the background is the same color, so I'm sorry for that, but it's very nicely detailed, as you can see, with details on the handle of the scythe. And then this is his attack shield with a really nice red that comes in with the nice orange yellow, the scythe here. The blades for looks like a scythe, like you blow out something, because this actually is a piece that comes like another effect, a blast effect in neon metallic green as well, as you see, that you pop in here, and then this can be either closed like so with the silver, nice silver gray, and then even the specks of the black, looking like a nice sheen black with specks of glitter in it as well, as you can see. And you open it up and you can put the effect back in, and it pops right in just like so, and then the nice red on top. So those are the accessories that the Deathscythe Gundam comes with. Now let's take a look at Deathscythe. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bow, Deathscythe, and here we go. Let's take a closer look at him. Oh, there we go. There we go. Here we go. Look at him in all of his glory. He looks really, really nice. Let me do this so that the camera focuses better, because it's acting foofy. There we go. And here is his face. Really nicely done and sculpted with the matte blacks, the soft whites that look almost grayish, with the teal eyes, the teal on the top of the crown, and the orangey yellow crown with the red mark underneath the shin that looks like a goatee. And again, I told you one of the appeals for these mechs is that they look so much like samurai mechs. And you got the gold, orange all over, the black matte, which I think this is plastic and this might be painted because they look, some look shiny, some don't. With the white grays in here and the grays here, and then the torso area, the chest plate, and the crotch area next to the waist. You have the blacks with the V-cut in red, with the nice gray and light, with the black on the skirt, as you can see. He even has out of the other ones, he has a actual, you know, place where you can put in the scythe to story, you know, weapon storage basically for the scythe. The skirts are here, the gauntlets black, hands are in light gray, the pads and the shoulders are nice black with the orange with the gray thrusters. Then obviously the ivory white on his legs and all of the armor, and then the black heels and the soles with the hint of gray in the front, and in the back with the heel being black as well. And he looks really, really dope, really beautiful looking, you know, style and aesthetic for this Gundam, and even the proportions, everything as far as the panels not being overly done, the head not looking too small, everything's just, the proportions and aesthetics is very, very, very nice. Like, I think it's really well done, you know what I mean? So for his articulation, his head goes down that much, up this much, rocking to the left, to the right with attitude, like so, and it feels like that joint in there has a peg underneath as well. It moves, and it kind of has a little click. See, watch, and it moves, and then the range of movement, obviously, left and right. And as far as the shoulder pads, they do go up and down a little bit. It does have that butterfly movement. Then you can turn it completely together around with the shoulder pad, which is good because the other one for what was it, Barbados, it was a peg on top that was connected to this part. This is connected to the arm, so it works together, and it's done really well. The peg, you see how the peg is on top of the arm, and I think that's what helps it. You can just turn it around as a whole when you're you know, turning it, and it doesn't come off. You got the swivel, would be the bicep, a double jointed knee, elbow, as you can see. Really close range. The hands, obviously, in a ball peg, go completely around, front to back. You know, they're in a ball peg, they got a nice range of movement. Then, if you see here, what they did with this one is they gave it space. Let's see if you can see it. You see the space between the skirt and this? It's got space. You see the cap there? It's got that cap right there. So to move it, it's very, very easy. As you can see, look. Oh my God. Very easy. With no conflict whatsoever. Very easy, and that's what they got to do with the rest of it. Then, as far as forward, it's that much punch, and then we got a lot more hyperextension to the back, and then the attitude to the side. Boop, look at that, and you can turn it at the same time. Very nice range, though. Whoop. There you go, and you can turn it that way. See, you get a really nice sense of range of movement. Really nice. Skirts move up like so. There you go. No, this one doesn't. It's more pliable and plastic. But ridiculous Look at all that range of split, which a mech will never do that in real life, even if it was based off our reality and we're built. The mech, because of the metal, the material, would not be able to move like this. A Van Damme split. Even Marvel Legend figures don't do things like this. It's ridiculous. The kick goes actually a lot higher. And then back just that much. It has the whoop, whoop. You see this here? This moves from here. As you guys can see. That's the thigh swivel. Then he has a single on the knee, but you can also bring it up so it reaches the back to give you more range. Then you have this piece, of course, in the ankles that moves side to side, up and down, and then one left and right. Then you got up that much, down that much, which is really good. And woohoo, Swasso! Look at that. Rocker. And they're nice and tight. Nice and tight rockers. Nice and tight rockers. Let's put this back in there before people get annoyed by me not putting it back. Here we go. Bow, it's back on. So, for all those that were feeling anal about it and upset because I didn't put it back on, there you go. It's back on. Okay? Everything and all is well. So, let's get his accessories put on and see, wow, what he looks like with his accesorios. That's in Spanish, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. Accesorios. Be right back. And here we go. Now, if that doesn't look cool, I don't know what does. Here we are. Here we are, him with his accessories. And another thing I want to point out that they did really well and right this time around with him in particular is, you see how you can attach the actual shield on his gauntlet, and it does not need you to put a latch onto his hand, so that if you change the hand and put, let's say, this hand, you can have him wielding his blaster, his scythe, a beam saber, or whatever you want, on top of him having the gauntlet on, which is the shield. Unlike the other ones in Wave 1, that they did it where it's a piece that's connected that latches onto a little piece on the gauntlet, but also have to be connected to the handle. The handle has to be on the hand, and they didn't do that one with him, and I think that was perfect and the right decision, just like they did with Unicorn from Wave 1. But this one I think is implemented much better. So here he is. Here's his scythe. Let's turn him around. Here is his backpack, as you can see, looking really dope, buttery, and majestic. And real quick, what I'll do is I'll put this in here so you guys can get an idea of how you can store his scythe. And there it is. Really nice. Little storage for the scythe. Like so. So yeah. Man, they really knocked it out of the park with Deathscythe. He is basically the creme de la creme of Wave 2. He really is. He really is. And I don't really like the black and yellow colors because I'm more of the in for like the gold and the blues and the reds. I like the more vibrant, bright colors. But damn, they knocked it out the park with him. And his joints are all nice and tight, not overly tight, but just perfect and right. This special effect, the gauntlet, not needing the hand, having a storage, for the Deathscythe weapon that he has, they did they did so much things correctamundo, in my opinion. I try to put this back in there, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. They did so many things just absolutely correct with Deathscythe and this Gundam in this Gundam universe. I gotta push it in. There it is. Oh, come on, come on. Sorry. You know, and here he goes. I think they did so much right with him, and this is, if this is indicative of what's going to happen with this line going forward with the other characters, I think we have a lot to not only be happy and, you know, and excited, but, you know, very, not only to be happy about, but to be excited for, is what I mean, for the future pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pose them real quick, but I'm going to stand, pose them real quick, to show kind of range that he has to offer as well. Because a lot of people say, oh, I don't like him because you can't really pose him. So I'm going to pose him and put him on and let you guys see real quick. My fellow collectors, are you serious? Come on now, you telling me this is not a sight to behold? Tell me how hyped that does not look. This is beautiful. Look at that. You can get dynamic poses, ranges, and different forms. Yeah, they might be a little more subtle and not as crazy, but they're effective and it works. Look at how nice that looks all together, side by side. If you are hating on this series, you are crazy. I'm sorry. No disrespect. You just, something must not be computing correctly as an adult collector and a collector in general inside your brain. This is, for the price that you're getting it for as well, this is phenomenal. Look how awesome Deathscythe looks next to the other ones, you know, like GU Gundam #1 and Wing Gundam. This is fabulous. So again, that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I did it justice. I hope it was informative and helpful for those of you on the fence wondering if you should take the dive and pick these guys up to add to your collection of Gundam Universe. That is the whole point and purpose of these, to help you guys out, as well as doing what I love to do with from my heart and love and passion of adult collecting. So guys, as always, leave a like as a thumbs up, leave a dislike as a thumbs down, share it with someone you think might like and might enjoy it, and as always, leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about the Deathscythe Gundam, or Gundam Deathscythe, right? If you think he's dope, if you think he's worth the time, and if you plan to pick him up. And if you ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form, from the kindness of your heart, because you enjoy what I do and how I do it and how I present it and how I bring it to you guys to the table through my YouTube channel. As always, the information to do that is always down in the description below. And always remember, it's if you want to, from the kindness of your heart. It's not mandatory. But if you do, I really would appreciate it, and it means the world to me, because I know you don't have to. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I welcome you, please. Because I try to do these all the time and make it fun. And anything I do, whether it's figure related, pop culture, movie, video game, it's what I try to do. I'm the action figure and video game enthusiast and aficionado. So guys, I'll try to do an explanation video soon about the Patreon that I will be creating soon, and hopefully you'll tune in and check it out, because I'm gonna have to try to further my channel by looking at other venues to try to help it grow. Thank you for joining me, guys. Mobile Suit Gundam, right? We have, again, Tamashii Nations from Bandai, Gundam Deathscythe GU-06 from Wave 2. Have luck finding them and collecting, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Like always, bye-bye, and love you very much.